Welcome to my channel, Bookish English. Do you still translate every sentence from your language into English before you speak? What if in just 7 days you could begin thinking directly in English? No challenging grammar, no long vocabulary lists, just simple daily practice that can change the way your brain uses English. Stay with me until the end because each chapter will give you one powerful step, and by day 7 you will have a complete routine to begin thinking and speaking in English naturally. Chapter 1. Why you must stop translating everything. If you want to begin thinking in English, the first thing you must understand is this. You don't need to translate every sentence before you speak. Translation feels safe because your brain is used to your first language. You think of an idea in your language, then you search for English words, then you try to remember the grammar, and finally you speak. This process may work when you're writing gradually, but during a real conversation, it becomes a large problem. Imagine someone asks you, "What did you do yesterday?" You know the answer, but first you think about it in your own language. Then you try to translate every word into English. While you're doing this, the other person is waiting. You become nervous. You begin thinking, is this sentence correct? Which tense should I use? What is the right word? Suddenly, a very simple question feels challenging. This is why many learners know plenty of English, but still struggle to speak naturally. The problem isn't always a lack of vocabulary. Sometimes, the problem is the habit of translating everything. Now, here is the great news. You can gradually change this habit. You don't need to force your brain to think about challenging topics in English. You don't need to discuss business, science, politics, or philosophy inside your head. Begin with the easiest thoughts possible. Look at your phone and think, this is my phone. Look at the window and think, the window is open. If you're hungry, think, I am hungry. If you are tired, think, I am tired. If you need water, think, I need some water. These sentences may look very simple, but this simple practice is powerful. You're teaching your brain to connect real life directly with English. You see an object and an English word appears. You feel something and an English sentence appears. You perform an action and English describes that action. This is how English gradually becomes part of your natural thinking. Never feel that simple English is useless. Simple English is the foundation of fluent English. Think about how a child learns a language. A child doesn't begin with grammar rules. A child hears simple words again and again. The child connects those words with people, objects, actions, and feelings. Over time, the language becomes natural. You can use a similar idea with English. Of course, as an adult learner, you may still study grammar and vocabulary, but you also need direct contact with English in your daily life. When you see rain, try to think, it's raining. When the weather is hot, think, it is very hot today. When your phone rings, think, someone is calling me. When you can't find your keys, think, where are my keys? These tiny moments are opportunities. Instead of opening English only when you watch a lesson, you begin using English inside normal life. That's when something exciting begins happening. English stops feeling like only a school subject. It begins feeling like a real language that belongs in your day. You must also stop being afraid of mistakes inside your own mind. This is truly essential. Some learners try to think in English, but after every sentence, they begin checking themselves. Was that grammar correct? Should I use either? Was that the right tense? If you constantly correct every little thought, your brain can't relax. During this 7-day challenge, your goal isn't perfect English. Your goal is more English. If you think 10 simple English sentences today, that's progress. If you think 20 tomorrow, that's even improved. You can correct significant mistakes later. First, build the habit of creating English thoughts. Fluency grows when English comes quicker and more naturally. You can't build that speed if you stop after every word. Here is a very simple exercise you can begin today. For the next few minutes, look around you and create 5 English thoughts. Don't make them challenging. Maybe you think, I am sitting on a chair. My phone is near me. The room is quiet. I am watching this video. I want to improve my English. That's enough. You have already begun thinking in English. Later today, do the same exercise again. Maybe while eating, walking, waiting, or getting ready for bed. Every time you do this, your brain receives a message. English isn't only for lessons. English is for my life. And remember this powerful idea. You don't become fluent first and then begin thinking in English. You begin thinking in English and that assists you become fluent. So, don't wait until you know thousands of words. Don't wait until your grammar is perfect. Begin with the English you already have. One word can become one sentence. One sentence can become two. Two sentences can become a complete thought. And those thoughts repeated each and every day can gradually change the way your brain uses English. Tomorrow, we will make this even easier. On day 1, you will use the things around you to train your brain to think directly in English. Your room, your kitchen, your phone, your clothes, and even the street outside can become your English classroom. Chapter 2, Day 1. Think about everything you see. Today is day 1 and this is where your real English thinking journey begins. The best part is that you don't need a special book, a classroom, or even a speaking partner. Everything you need is already around you. Your room, your phone, your clothes, your kitchen, your street, your office, and even the things on your table can assist you train your brain to think in English. Most learners make English more challenging than it needs to be. They believe they must learn hundreds of new words before they can begin thinking in English. But that's not true. You can begin with the words you already know. Look around you right now. What can you see? Maybe you can see a chair, a table, a door, a window, a phone, a cup, a book, or a bag. Don't translate these things from your language. Try to see the object and immediately connect it with the English word. Look at the chair and think, chair. Look at the window and think, window. Look at your phone and think, phone. This may feel too simple, but this is exactly how you begin building a direct connection between your surroundings in English. After several minutes, move from single words to short sentences. If you see a chair, think, this is a chair. If you see your phone, think, this is my phone. If the window is open, think, the window is open. If your book is on the table, think, my book is on the table. If your cup is empty, think, the cup is empty. You're not trying to create impressive sentences, you're training your brain to react in English. That's the goal. When you repeat this kind of practice each and every day, something truly essential begins to happen. You stop seeing English as something that exists only inside lessons. English begins becoming connected to your real life. Your brain begins to understand that when you see a door, it can think, door, without first searching for the word in your native language. This direct connection is one of the first steps toward thinking naturally in English. Now make the exercise a bit more interesting. Instead of only naming objects, describe them. Look at your table and think, the table is brown. Look at your phone and think, my phone is little. Look at your room and think, my room is quiet. Look at your shirt and think, my shirt is clean. Look outside and think, the sky is bright. You can describe size, color, position, condition, or anything else you know how to say. If you see a bottle, you can think, the bottle is full. If you see a bag, think, my bag is near the door. If you see a fan, think, the fan is moving. You may be surprised by how much English you already know when you stop trying to create complicated sentences. Here is another powerful habit. Every time you enter a new place, spend 30 seconds looking around and thinking in English. When you enter your kitchen, think, this is the kitchen. There's a fridge. There are some plates. The water is cold. The light is on. When you enter your bedroom, think, this is my bed. My pillow is here. My clothes are in the cupboard. When you go outside, think, the road is busy. There are many cars. The weather is warm. A man is walking. A child is riding a bicycle. You're turning ordinary moments into English practice. This means you don't need to find extra hours in your day. You can practice while living your normal life. Now let me give you a truly essential rule for day 1. If you don't know the English word for something, do not panic and do not immediately return to your native language. Try to describe the object with the English you already know. Maybe you see a kettle, but you don't remember the word kettle. You can think, this is the thing I use to heat water. Maybe you forget the word curtain. You can think, this is the cloth near the window. Maybe you forget remote control. Think, I use this to change the TV. This is a powerful skill because it teaches your brain to stay inside English. You're not stopping just because one word is missing. You're finding another way to express your idea. Many learners make a mistake here. They believe that if they don't know the exact word, they can't continue. But fluent speakers don't always use perfect words. Sometimes they explain, Sometimes they describe. Sometimes they use easier language. The significant thing is to continue. English thinking becomes powerfuler when you learn to keep going. So today, don't chase perfection, chase connection. See something, connect it with English, and move on. You can also turn this into a little game. Choose one room in your home and challenge yourself to create 20 English thoughts about what you see. They can be very simple. The door is closed. The light is on. My phone is charging. There's a book on the bed. The floor is clean. The fan is moving. My shoes are near the wall. Count your thoughts. Try to reach 20. Then later in the day, try again in another place. Maybe your kitchen, your office, or outside your home. This turns thinking practice into something active and fun. Another useful exercise is called the 5-second look. Look at any object for 5 seconds and ask yourself 3 questions in English. What is it? What does it look like? Where is it? For example, you look at your cup. What is it? It's a cup. What does it look like? It's little and white. Where is it? It's on the table. Look at your bag. It's my bag. It's black. It's near the chair. This simple exercise forces your brain to create quick English thoughts without translating long sentences first. Don't worry if your mind keeps returning to your first language. That's normal. You have used your first language for many years, so your brain will naturally go back to it. Don't become frustrated. Simply bring your attention back to English. If you think one sentence in your native language, just create the next one in English. You're building a new habit, and new habits need repetition. The first few days may feel gradual, but that doesn't mean you're failing. It means your brain is learning something new. Today, try to practice this method 3 times: 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, and 5 minutes in the evening. That's only 15 minutes, but it can be extremely powerful because the practice is spread throughout your day. During those minutes, focus only on the things you can see. Name them, describe them, and create simple sentences about them. If you can, say some of the sentences quietly out loud. This will connect your thoughts with your speaking muscles. 2. And before you complete day 1, do one final challenge. Look around your room and try not to translate anything for 1 full minute. Just let simple English thoughts appear. The room is quiet. I am sitting here. My phone is beside me. The window is open. I can hear a sound. I feel relaxed. I am practicing English. It doesn't need to be perfect. It only needs to be English. If you can do this for 1 minute today, you have already taken a real step forward. Tomorrow, we will make your English thinking even more active. Instead of only thinking about the things you see, you will begin narrating everything you do. You will turn your daily actions into English sentences, and that's where your brain will begin building a much powerfuler connection between thinking and speaking. Chapter 3 Day 2 Narrate your daily actions in English. Today is day 2, and now we're going to make English a part of your daily actions. Yesterday, you learned to look around and think about the things you can see. Today, you will go one step further. You will describe what you're doing while you are doing it. This is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to train your brain to think in English because your actions are happening all day. You wake up, walk, eat, drink, work, study, sit, open doors, check your phone, and talk to people. Every one of these little actions can become English practice. Begin from the moment you wake up. You can think, I am awake, it's morning. I am still sleepy. I need to get out of bed. Then, when you stand up, think, I am getting up. When you go to the bathroom, think, I am going to wash my face. While brushing your teeth, think, I am brushing my teeth. When you look in the mirror, think, I look tired today. These sentences are simple, but that's exactly what you need. Don't try to sound advanced. Your goal is to make English appear quickly and naturally in your mind. When you prepare, be quick. Continue the same practice. Think, I am making tea. I am boiling water. I am cutting bread. I am hungry. The tea is hot. If you're eating, think, I am having brie quick. This tastes great. I need more water. You can do this with almost everything. While getting dressed, think, I am putting on my shirt. I am looking for my shoes. My bag is ready. When you leave home, think, I am going outside. The weather is nice. I am walking to the bus stop. You're turning normal life into a continuous English lesson. Here is an significant secret: don't try to narrate every second of your day. That may make the exercise tiring. Instead, choose little moments. Practice for 1 or 2 minutes while doing something simple. You can narrate your actions while making coffee, cleaning your room, walking, cooking, or getting ready for bed. These short sessions are enough to train your brain without making English feel like hard work. And please don't stop every time you make a grammar mistake. If you think, I am go to kitchen, don't panic. You can correct it if you know the right sentence. I am going to the kitchen, and then continue. But don't spend 5 minutes worrying about one mistake. Your main goal today is flow. You want your brain to keep producing English thoughts. Accuracy will improve with time, but first you need the habit. You can also use some powerful sentence beginners again and again. I am, I need, I want, I have to, I am going to, and I can. For example, I am working, I need a break, I want some water, I have to complete this task, I am going to call my friend. These patterns will become automatic when you repeat them often. Before you sleep tonight, try one final practice. Think about the last few minutes of your day in English. I am tired. I am lying in bed. Today was busy. I practiced English. I will practice again tomorrow. That's enough. Remember, you're not only studying English now, you are beginning to live with it. Every action gives you a chance to create an English thought, and the more often you do this, the less your brain will depend on translation. Tomorrow, we will make your English even more personal. You will learn how to think about your feelings, your wants, your likes, and your opinions in English. Chapter 4, Day 3. Think about your feelings, wants, and opinions. Today is day 3, and now we're going to make English much more personal. Until now, you have practiced thinking about the things you see and the actions you do. Today, you will begin thinking about what is happening inside you, your feelings, your wants, your needs, your likes, your dislikes, and your opinions are a truly essential part of your daily life. If you can connect these personal thoughts directly with English, the language will begin feeling much more natural. You won't only use English to describe the world around you, you will begin using English to describe yourself. And this is a large step toward real fluency. Begin with one very simple question. How do I feel? Ask yourself this question several times during the day. Then answer with the easiest English you know. I feel delighted. I am tired. I am hungry. I feel nervous. I am excited. I feel relaxed. Don't search for challenging words. Simple words are enough. Then try to add one more sentence. Instead of only thinking, I am tired, think, I am tired because I didn't sleep well. Instead of I am delighted, think, I am happy because today is a great day. This is how you gradually build longer thoughts. You begin with one little sentence and then add one more idea. Now ask yourself, what do I want? Maybe you think, I want some tea. I want to rest. I want to go outside. I want to learn English. I want to watch a movie. Then ask, what do I need? Your answer may be, I need some water. I need to complete my work. I need to call my friend. I need more practice. These simple questions are powerful because they make you use English for real thoughts that are already in your mind. You're not memorizing someone else's sentences, you're creating your own. You can also practice with your likes and dislikes. During the day, notice your reactions. If you eat something delicious, think, I really like this. If the weather is too hot, think, I don't like this weather. If you hear a lovely song, think, I like this song. If you're watching something boring, think, I don't enjoy this. Then add a reason. I like this song because it makes me feel calm. I don't like this weather because it's too hot. The moment you add because, your thoughts begin to grow. You're no longer thinking only in single sentences, you're connecting ideas. Now, let us make the practice even powerfuler. Begin making little decisions in English. We make many decisions each and every day, and most of them are simple. Ask yourself, should I drink tea or coffee? Then answer, I think I will have tea. Ask, should I go outside now? Answer, no, I will go later. Ask, what should I wear today? Think, I will wear the blue shirt. These little conversations inside your mind are incredibly useful because they train you to ask questions and answer them without translating. You can also practice giving your opinion about ordinary things. Look at the weather and think, I think the weather is nice today. Watch a video and think, I think this video is interesting. Taste some food and think, I think this needs more salt. You don't need to have a deep opinion about everything. The goal is simply to teach your brain to express what you think directly in English. Here is a powerful exercise for today. Stop 3 times during your day and ask yourself 4 questions. How do I feel? What do I want? What do I need? What am I thinking about? Give a short answer to each question. For example, I feel tired. I want some coffee. I need to complete my work. I am thinking about tomorrow. This exercise may take less than 1 minute, but it forces your brain to create personal English thoughts. And before you sleep tonight, think about 3 things from your day. You can say, today was busy. I enjoyed my lunch. I am delighted because I practiced English. Then think about tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to wake up early. I need to complete my work. I want to practice English again. This simple habit assists you use English for the past, present, and future without sitting down to study grammar rules. Remember, real thinking is usually not complicated. Even in your first language, many thoughts are short. I am hungry. Where is my phone? I should go now. That looks great. So, don't believe that thinking in English means creating long, perfect speeches inside your head. Begin with short thoughts. Let them grow naturally. Today, English becomes more than the language of objects and actions. It becomes the language of your feelings and your personal life. And tomorrow, we will make your thinking even quicker by learning how to ask yourself questions and answer them in English without giving your brain too much time to translate. Chapter 5, Day 4. Ask yourself questions and answer in English. Today is day 4, and now we're going to make your English thinking quicker, powerfuler, and more natural. Until now, you have practiced naming things, describing your actions, and thinking about your feelings and opinions. Today, you will begin having little conversations with yourself. This may sound unusual at first, but it's one of the best ways to prepare your brain for real English conversations. Think about a normal conversation. One person asks a question and another person answers. Then another question comes and another answer follows. You can practice this same process even when you're alone. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a speaking partner. You only need several minutes, a simple question, and the courage to answer in English. Begin with very simple questions. Look around and ask yourself, what am I doing? Then answer, I am watching a video. Ask, where am I sitting? Answer, I am sitting in my room. Ask, what can I see? Answer, I can see a table, a chair, and my phone. Ask, how do I feel? Answer, I feel great today. These questions may look simple, but they are training your brain to respond directly in English. This is significant because in a real conversation, you don't have plenty of time to translate every answer. Someone asks you something and you must respond. The quicker your brain learns to create simple English answers, the more confident you will feel when speaking. Now make your questions a bit more personal. Ask yourself, what do I want to do today? You may answer, I want to complete my work and practice English. Ask, what did I eat this morning? Answer, I had eggs and tea. Ask, what am I going to do tonight? Answer, I'm going to watch a movie and go to bed early. Ask, what is my favorite food? Answer, my favorite food is rice because I really like it. Ask, why am I learning English? Maybe your answer is, I am learning English because I want to speak confidently. These questions assist you talk about your real life, and that makes the practice more meaningful. Here is one very useful rule for today. Don't wait too long before answering. Try the 3-second rule. Ask yourself a simple question. Count 1, 2, 3, and then begin speaking or thinking in English. Don't wait for the perfect answer. Don't search for the perfect grammar. Just begin. For example, ask yourself, what did I do yesterday? You may not know how to explain everything perfectly, but you can still say, yesterday I worked. I went outside. I talked to my friend. Then I came home. That's enough. Your goal isn't to sound like a native speaker. Your goal is to teach your brain to answer without freezing. Many learners have a large problem here. They know what they want to say, but they try to create a very advanced sentence. Then they become stuck. Imagine you want to answer the question, why do you want to improve your English? Maybe the perfect sentence in your mind is something complicated like, I would like to improve my communication skills because English can create improved opportunities for my future. But if that sentence is too challenging, simplify it. Say, I want improved English because it can assist my future. Or even, I want to speak English well because it's significant for me. Simple English is still great English. Never let a challenging sentence stop you from communicating. Now, turn this exercise into a little interview. Imagine that someone is sitting in front of you and asking questions. You can ask yourself, what is your name? Where are you from? What do you do each and every day? What do you enjoy doing? What is one goal you have? Why are you learning English? Answer each question out loud if possible. Pretend that this is a real conversation. Sit straight, smile, and answer naturally. This may feel funny at first, but it can make a huge difference. When you later hear a similar question in a real conversation, your brain will already know how to answer. You can also use your daily routine to create questions. When you're making quick, ask, what am I making? Do I like this food? What will I eat later when you're walking? Ask, where am I going? How is the weather? What can I see around me when you're working? Ask, what do I need to complete? Is this challenging? What should I do next when you're relaxing? Ask, how was my day? What went well? What do I want to do tomorrow? Suddenly, your whole day becomes full of little English conversations. Another powerful method is to use follow-up questions. Don't stop after one answer. If you ask, what is my favorite food, and answer, my favorite food is pizza. Ask another question. Why do I like it? Then answer, because it tastes great. Ask, how often do I eat it? Answer, maybe once a week. Ask, who do I usually eat it with? Answer, I usually eat it with my family. One simple topic can give you 4 or 5 English thoughts. This is how your brain learns to stay in English for longer periods. You can do the same with your plans. Ask, what am I going to do tomorrow? Answer, I am going to work. Then ask, what time will I begin? What do I need to do first? Will I be busy? What will I do after work? These little questions assist you build connected thoughts, and connected thoughts are the beginning of natural speaking. If you don't know how to answer a question, do not stop the practice. Use simple words. Suppose you ask yourself, what is something that makes me proud? Maybe this question feels challenging. You can answer, I feel proud when I learn something new. That's enough. Suppose you ask, what is one thing I want to change in my life? You can say, I want to use my time improved. Your answers don't need to be long. A short answer keeps the conversation moving, and that's what matters. Here is your challenge for day 4. Choose 5 questions and answer them without translating first. You can use these. How do I feel today? What am I doing right now? What did I do yesterday? What will I do tomorrow? Why do I want to improve my English? Give yourself only several seconds to begin each answer. If you make a mistake, continue. If you forget a word, use an easier word. If your sentence is short, that's completely fine. The significant thing is to keep going. Later today, do another round with 5 different questions. You can ask about your family, work, hobbies, favorite food, dreams, or daily routine. Each time you answer, you're teaching your brain something significant. When I hear a question in English, I can respond in English. This is a powerful habit. Before you sleep tonight, have one final conversation with yourself. Ask, how was my day? Answer with 2 or 3 simple sentences. Then ask, what did I learn today? You can say, I learned how to ask myself questions in English. I also practiced answering quickly. Finally ask, what will I practice tomorrow? And answer, tomorrow I will learn how to continue thinking even when I forget a word. That next step is extremely significant because forgetting words is one of the largest reasons learners suddenly stop speaking. But tomorrow, you will learn a powerful skill that can keep your English moving even when the exact word disappears from your mind. You will learn how to think around the word, describe it, and continue speaking without panic. Chapter 6, Day 5. Learn to think around words you don't know. Today is day 5, and this day can change the way you think about English speaking. One of the largest problems for learners is forgetting a word in the middle of a sentence. You know what you want to say, but suddenly one English word disappears from your mind. Then you stop. You become nervous. You begin translating. You may even decide not to speak at all. But today you're going to learn a truly essential skill. You don't always need the exact word. You can use simple English to explain your idea and keep going. This is what confident speakers do. They don't stop every time one word is missing. They find another way to say the same thing. When you learn this skill, your brain becomes more flexible, and thinking in English becomes much easier. Imagine you want to say the word umbrella, but you can't remember it. Instead of stopping, you can think, it's something I use when it rains. Maybe you forget the word refrigerator. You can say, it's the place where we keep food cold. Maybe you forget the word pharmacy. You can think, it's the shop where we buy medicine. Maybe you forget scissors. You can say, it's a tool I use to cut paper. Do you see what is happening? You're staying inside English. You're not running back to your first language. You're using the English you already know to explain something you don't know. This is a very powerful fluency skill. Many learners believe that fluent speakers know every word. That's not true. Even native speakers sometimes forget a word. The difference is that they usually keep talking. They may say, you know, that thing we use for, and then explain it. They don't feel that the conversation is over just because one word is missing. You should learn to do the same. Your goal isn't to know every English word in the world. Your goal is to communicate. If the other person understands your meaning, you're doing well. Here is a simple exercise for today. Look around your room and choose 5 objects. Don't say the names. Describe each object in simple English. For example, look at your phone and think, it's little. I carry it with me. I use it to call people. I also use it to watch videos. Look at your chair and think, I sit on it. It has 4 legs. It's near my table. Look at a pillow and think, it is soft. I put my head on it when I sleep. This game teaches your brain to explain ideas using basic words, and the more you practice this, the less afraid you will be when you forget a word in a real conversation. You can make the exercise even powerfuler by describing things outside your home. If you see a bus stop, you can think, this is a place where people wait for the bus. If you see a traffic light, think, this tells cars when to stop and when to go. If you see a bakery, think, this is a shop where people buy bread and cakes. You're training your brain to create meaning, not just memorize vocabulary. There's another significant lesson here. Stop believing that challenging words always make your English improve. Sometimes a simple sentence is much more powerful because you can say it quickly and confidently. Imagine you want to say, I am extremely exhausted after a very demanding day, but the sentence feels challenging. You can simply say, I am very tired because today was busy. The meaning is still clear. You're communicating. That's what matters. Whenever you get stuck, ask yourself 3 simple questions. What does it look like? What does it do? And where do we use it? These questions can assist you explain almost anything. If you forget toothbrush, think, it's little. I use it in the bathroom. I use it to clean my teeth. If you forget wallet, think, it's something I carry in my pocket. I keep money and cards inside it. Your brain stays active, and your English keeps moving. You can also use this technique for actions and ideas, not only objects. Maybe you forget the word borrow. You can say, I take something from someone and give it back later. Maybe you forget the word appointment. You can think, it's a planned time to meet someone. Maybe a doctor. You don't need perfect definitions. You only need enough English to explain what you mean. Now I want you to understand something truly essential. When you stop because of one missing word, you teach your brain that English is dangerous. But when you find another way to continue, you teach your brain that English is flexible. You become calmer. You stop fearing mistakes. You begin to trust yourself. That confidence is truly essential if you want to think and speak naturally. Here is your day 5 challenge. Choose 10 things around you and describe them without saying their names first. Then choose 3 ideas or actions and explain them in simple English. Speak out loud if you can. Don't use a dictionary during the first part of the exercise. Try to use the words already inside your mind. After you complete, you can check the words you didn't know. This way, you practice fluency first and vocabulary second. Also, when you're speaking to yourself today, don't stop when you forget a word. Say something like, I don't know the word, but it's something that, and continue. This little sentence can save your conversation. It gives your brain time to think while you keep speaking English. By the end of today, you should understand that fluency isn't about having perfect vocabulary. Fluency is about moving forward. You may not know every word, but you can still explain, describe, and communicate. That's a huge step toward thinking directly in English. And tomorrow, we will make your English thoughts longer. You will learn how to connect one simple sentence to another and build complete ideas. you will also begin having longer conversations with yourself. So, English can stay in your mind for more than just several seconds. Chapter 7, Day 6. Build longer thoughts and have conversations with yourself. Today is day 6 and now you're ready to take a truly essential step. Until now, you have practiced simple English thoughts. You have named things, described your actions, talked about your feelings, asked yourself questions, and learned how to continue when you forget a word. Today, you're going to connect those little thoughts together. This is how you begin thinking in English for longer periods. You don't need challenging vocabulary. You don't need long grammar rules. You only need to take one simple sentence and add one more sentence after it. Then add another. This is the secret. For example, you can begin with I am going to the market. Then add, I need to buy some vegetables. Then say, I also want to buy some fruit. Then add, maybe I will buy apples because I like them. Look at what happened. You began with one simple sentence, but after several seconds, you created a complete thought. This is exactly what you must practice today. Many learners believe that thinking in English means creating long and perfect sentences. This idea can make them nervous, but real thinking doesn't work like that. Your thoughts usually come one little piece at a time. You think, I am hungry, then maybe I should eat something. Then there's some food in the kitchen. Then maybe I will make a sandwich. These are simple sentences, but together they create a natural flow. So today, use what I call the one more sentence method. Every time you create one English thought, challenge yourself to add one more sentence. If you think, the weather is nice, add, I want to go outside. Then add, maybe I will go for a walk. Then add, I can listen to English while I walk. You're training your brain to stay in English instead of returning immediately to your first language. Let us practice with your morning. You wake up and think, it's morning. Now add one more sentence. I am still sleepy. Add another. I didn't sleep early last night. Add another. Today I want to go to bed earlier. Now you have created a little story inside your mind. You can do the same while eating. I am having breakfast. I am eating eggs and bread. The tea is hot. I really like tea in the morning. After breakfast, I need to begin my work. You're not trying to impress anyone, you're simply giving your brain more time inside English. And every extra second matters. Now let us make this practice even more powerful. Begin having imaginary conversations with yourself. Imagine you meet someone for the first time. One person says, hello, how are you? You answer, I am great, thank you. How are you? Then imagine the person asks, what do? You answer, I work during the day and I study English in my free time. Then ask, why are you learning English? Answer, because I want to speak confidently and understand people improved. You can play both sides of the conversation. You can ask the questions and give the answers. This may feel strange at first, but remember, you're training, not performing. Athletes practice before a real match. You can practice English conversations before you have them in real life. Try imagining situations you may actually experience. Imagine going to a restaurant. Think, hello, I would like something to eat. Then imagine the waiter asks, what would you like? You answer, I would like some chicken and rice, please. Then, can I have some water? 2. Imagine buying something from a shop. How much is this? Do you have a little ear size? Can I pay by card? Imagine meeting a new friend. Where are you from? What do you like to do? What kind of music do you enjoy? These little imaginary conversations prepare your brain for real situations. When the real moment comes, the words won't feel completely new because you have already practiced them. Here is another useful method. Talk about yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This assists you build longer thoughts while naturally using different kinds of English. First, think about yesterday. You can say, yesterday was busy. I woke up early. I worked for several hours. In the evening, I talked to a friend. Then I watched a video and went to bed. Don't worry if your grammar isn't perfect. Keep moving. Next, talk about today. Today I feel improved. I have some work to complete. I also want to practice English. Later I may go outside. Finally, talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to wake up early. I will complete my work. I may visit a friend. In the evening, I want to practice English again. In only several minutes, you have trained your brain to think about the past, present, and future. You can make this even easier by using linking words begin with simple words like and, but, because, then, so, and after that. These words assist your thoughts connect. Instead of saying, I am tired, I will work, you can think, I am tired, but I need to work. Instead of saying, I am delighted, I completed my task. Think, I am delighted because I finished my task. Instead of saying, I ate brie quick, I went outside. Think, I ate brie quick, and then I went outside. These little connecting words can turn short English thoughts into longer, smoother ideas. Now, here is a challenge. Choose one simple topic and talk to yourself about it for 2 minutes. Your topic can be your family, your job, your favorite food, your city, your plans, your hobby, or your English journey. For example, if you choose my morning, you can begin. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. First, I check the time. Then I get out of bed. I wash my face and brush my teeth. After that, I make brie quick. I usually drink tea because I like it. Then I begin my work. If you stop, ask yourself a question. What do I do next? Then continue. Questions can assist you keep the conversation moving. Don't worry about pauses. A short pause is normal. The goal isn't to speak like a machine. The goal is to avoid immediately changing back to your first language. If you need time, use simple English to assist yourself think. You can say, let me think. What else? How can I say this? I don't know the exact word, but these phrases give your brain time while keeping you inside English. This is a very useful habit for real conversations. 2. You should also practice explaining your choices. Instead of only thinking, I want coffee, add a reason. I want coffee because I feel tired. Instead of I will stay home, think, I will stay home because I have work to complete. Instead of I like reading, say, I like reading because it assists me relax and learn new things. Reasons make your thoughts longer and more meaningful. They also assist you practice speaking naturally because real conversations often include explanations. Another powerful exercise is to tell yourself a short story. It can be something that happened today. Begin very simply. This morning I left home early. I went to a shop. There were a great many folks there. I bought several things. Then I came home. Now add details. The weather was hot. I was tired, but I needed to buy some food. I saw an old friend near the shop. We talked for several minutes. You don't need an exciting story. The purpose is to train your brain to connect events in English today. Try to spend at least 5 minutes in one continuous English thinking session. You can walk around your room and talk to yourself. You can sit quietly and think about your day. You can stand in front of a mirror and imagine someone is speaking with you. During these 5 minutes, don't worry about perfect grammar. Don't stop because of one missing word. Use everything you have learned during the previous days. Describe, explain, ask questions, answer them, and keep adding one more sentence. Think about how far you have already come. Several days ago, you may have been translating almost everything before speaking. Now you know how to connect English with objects, actions, feelings, questions, and real-life situations. You know how to continue when a word is missing. And today, you're learning to keep English active in your mind for longer periods. This is real progress. Before you sleep tonight, give yourself one final challenge. Talk to yourself in English for 5 minutes about your day. Begin with today was and continue. Tell yourself what you did, how you felt, what you enjoyed, what was challenging, and what you want to do tomorrow. If your mind becomes empty, ask yourself another question and keep going. Tomorrow is day 7, the final day of this challenge. And on day 7, you will bring everything together. You will choose one part of your real day and try to live that time completely in English. That's when English will stop being only something you study and begin becoming something you actually use inside your mind. Chapter 8, Day 7. Live one part of your day completely in English. Today is day 7, the final day of this challenge. And this is where everything comes together. During the last 6 days, you have trained your brain step by step. You learned to notice things around you in English. You described your daily actions. You talked about your feelings, wants, and opinions. You asked yourself questions and answered them. You learned how to continue when you forgot a word. And yesterday, you practiced building longer thoughts and having conversations with yourself. Today, you're going to use all of these skills at the same time. Your challenge is simple but powerful. Choose one little part of your day and live that time in English. You don't need to spend the whole day thinking in English. That may be too challenging in the beginning. Begin with only 10, 15, or 30 minutes. Choose a time that's simple for you. Maybe the first 30 minutes after you wake up. Maybe break time. Maybe your walk to work. Maybe the time you spend making dinner. Maybe the last 20 minutes before you go to bed. During that period, try to keep your thoughts in English as much as possible. Let us imagine you choose your morning. The moment you wake up, think, it's morning. I am awake. I still feel sleepy. What time is it? You look at your phone and think, it's 7 o'clock. I need to get up. Then you continue. Today will be busy. First, I need to wash my face. Then I will make breakfast. When you stand up, think, the room is quiet. The weather looks nice. I feel a bit tired, but I am okay. Now, notice what you're doing. I am walking to the bathroom. I am washing my face. The water is cold. I am brushing my teeth. Then ask yourself a question. What should I eat for breakfast? Answer. Maybe I will have eggs and bread. Ask another question. Do I want tea or coffee? Answer. I think I want tea today. This is exactly what thinking in English looks like. It's not always deep or complicated. It's simple language connected to real life. If you forget a word, use what you learned on day 5. Don't stop. Describe it. If you forget the word toaster, think, the machine I use for bread. If you forget another word, explain it using simple English. Your goal is to remain inside English, not to create perfect sentences. You can also use the one more sentence method from day 6. Maybe you think, the tea is hot. Add, I should wait a minute. Then add, I usually drink tea in the morning. Then, it assists me feel awake. One little thought becomes several connected thoughts. During your English only time, ask yourself questions. How do I feel? What do I need to do today? What am I worried about? What am I excited about? Your answers can be short. I feel great. I need to complete my work. I am a bit worried about my meeting. I am excited because I am improving my English. These are real thoughts, and that's what makes this practice powerful. And if your first language suddenly appears in your mind, don't feel disappointed. That's normal. You have used your first language for many years. You can't change your thinking habits in only 7 days. The goal of this challenge isn't to completely remove your first language. The goal is to make English appear more often and more naturally. This is truly essential. After 7 days, you may still translate sometimes. You may still forget words. You may still make grammar mistakes. That doesn't mean the challenge failed. If you can now create simple English thoughts quicker than before, you're making progress. If you sometimes look at an object and immediately think of the English word, that's progress. If you can answer a simple question without translating every word, that's progress. Little changes become large changes when you continue practicing. After today, repeat this 7-day routine again. During your second week, increase your English thinking time. If you practiced for 10 minutes, try 15. If you practiced for 20 minutes, try 30. You can also create different English zones in your day. Maybe breakfast is English time. Maybe your evening walk is English time. Maybe you think only in English while getting ready for bed. Gradually, something marvelous can happen. English begins to appear without you forcing it. You see rain and think, it's raining. You feel hungry and think, I need something to eat. Someone asks you a simple question and your answer comes quicker. This is how automatic English develops. Remember this powerful idea. Fluency is built from thousands of little thoughts. Every time you think one sentence in English, you're training your brain. Every time you continue instead of translating, you're becoming powerfuler. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you're building confidence. So, after these 7 days, don't stop. Keep English close to your daily life. Think about what you see. Describe what you do. Talk about your feelings. Ask yourself questions. Explain missing words. Build longer thoughts. Have little conversations with yourself. And give yourself some English only time each and every day. You don't need perfect English before you begin thinking in English. Thinking in English is part of how you become improved. Begin with one word, then one sentence, then one thought. Keep going each and every day, and little by little, English can become a natural voice inside your mind.